Now I call upon Dr. Shanti Vijaypal, CEO of Surya Ayurveda Nilayam, to chair the upcoming scientific session. Ma'am, please come on to the dais. I further call upon Dr. Namrata Kulsheshta, Government Ayurvedic Medical College, Shalyatantra Department, onto the dais to co-chair the upcoming scientific session. The next speaker of the evening is none other than Dr.Roshni Anirudhan. Welcome, ma'am. She is the professor and HOD of Kaumara Bhritya Department at Government Ayurveda Medical College, Trivandrum, and she runs a 60-bedded IP facility there. A warm welcome to you on behalf of the organizing team. And the stage is all yours.
Namaste. At the outset, I would like to thank the organizers for giving me a chance to share about our public health initiative which is happening in Ayurveda. So, as I am from a pediatric department of Ayurveda, we do specialize in managing developmental disorders in pediatrics. So after a long tenure in working in almost 24-25 years working in the field of pediatrics, Ayurveda pediatrics, so we do plan for a public health initiative. The main problem which we are facing that the disability rate of the society was alarmingly rising since last 20 to 30 years. Maybe before that we had a disability load. In spite of all the medical care we had put into that maternal and child care, with all the sophisticated labor, antenatal care, everything, but the child disability rate is on the hike. So it's a need of the hour to address this increasing or alarming prevalence in the pediatric disability. Actually, these disabled children were not only a burden to the family, in spite of all their efforts, it was disheartening to see that they couldn't be brought to the normalcy. So it is the duty of the society to take care of them, to help them to improve. So it is the project public health initiative is called Sneha. It's a decentralized, integrative public health model for the management of developmental disorders in children through Ayurveda. As I said, the background is developmental disabilities like cerebral palsy. As always, the premature babies were the main contributors of cerebral palsy. As the sophisticated delivery chaos has set in, the law of nature, that is letting that excessive premature babies to succumb to the law of nature is now challenged. Even the 24-weeker, 26-weeker or 28-weeker is pushed up to the life. So we don't think we are actually reducing the infant mortality rate, but we are not thinking what these kids are going to do in life. So that is a reflection of this increasing disability rate in the population. So cerebral palsy dominated by the contribution by premature babies, alarming rise in autism spectrum disorders, our our lifestyle, genetic impairment, intellectual disability. I won't say that it is rising. It is on the status quo as usual. Speech and language disorders, again on the hike. Posing a major health challenges with a long-term societal impact. Kerala is showing a disability rate of 2.32. That is, every 100 babies born, 2 to 3 kids are in this margin. So, the existing standard protocol is complementary therapy alone. That is, directing them to some physiotherapy if it's a physical disability, them to behavior therapy or speech therapy if it is something linked with behavior or speech, or just leave them alone. No specific direction when it can reach the normalcy or how much they can touch the normalcy, how to encase them, nothing is there. So it is a standard care, but insufficient in optimally stimulating the neurodevelopment. Ayurveda with its Panchakarma, unique Panchakarma therapies, is having enough potential in enhancing the neuronal plasticity, thereby covering an area of neuronal damages. But Panchakarma therapies alone, single-handed, is having some lacuna because it works wonderfully if it's coupled with these complementary therapies like physio, speech. Because Nitya Abhyasa is the term which is called, narrated in Acharya. So it is like training them to do all the activities which they are supposed to do can be done with these complementary therapies. So it is a synergistic approach towards a better functional outcome. So how the Snehadhara was conceived, addressing the critical gaps, limited availability of Ayurvedic medicines and Panchakarma therapy to the public, especially Kaumara specialists were actually a very rare population, making them available of their services, high out-of-pocket cost for these complementary therapies. The speech therapy is costing around 700 to 800 per 45 minutes. So it was conceived as a decentralized public health-oriented model for children. Concept was framed by our department, and Trivandrum District Panchayat came forward as the funding agency. Initially, they were very suspicious about this project, so they were ready to fund only 1 lakh. As the initial funding, administrative leadership was by the Trivandrum District Medical Officer, and we were the technical team behind the Department of Kaumarapatti of Government Ayurveda College, Trivandrum. We were delivering Ayurveda and Panchakarma therapies, consult the patient, evaluate it in detail, and select the treatment which is needed for that specific child. It is individualistic or personalized practice, coupling with physiotherapy, speech, behavior, psychological intervention, and also parental training. How to handle these kids at home. Mama is the best therapist actually. So objectives were to provide free health care for these developmental disabilities under the age of 12 years. Why limiting to 12 years? Because 98% of brain growth is completed within 12. And we from the pediatric department, our IP facility could cater only 12, up till 12. So initially we limited to 12 years. Early identification was a crucial moment over there. Brain development was maximal in the early years, that is before 3. So early identification before even the mama knows there is a delay or there is a defect. That was very crucial. Integrating Ayurveda with complementary therapies and supporting socio-economically weaker families. So Snehadhara came into existence in 2015 with the initial funding of 1 lakh. Inaugurated by our Honorable Health Minister, and we conducted a camp. Notified on all the visual and press medias, we conducted a camp, and 103 participants were enrolled. So then itself the minister came to know that this 1 lakh is not going to serve anywhere. So we demanded that we need technical assistance as well. So priority list was prepared, whom to serve first with this 1 lakh was prepared. Started an OP management separately for these kids. And this was a snap of the camp. This is our health minister inaugurating. So the hall was actually flooding with these kids. So the next year, the funding, 24 lakhs released. So we asked for technical assistance and 6 technical posts were sanctioned with a Kaumarapatti specialist. physio, speech, psycho, and two Panchakarma specialists. And a 20-bedded specialty ward was attached to our department. This is the 20-bedded specialty ward with a Bal Panchakarma theatre for them. And this therapy is working parallelly along. But this 24 lakhs couldn't serve them. When we conducted again in 2016, when we conducted another camp, another entry was there with 156 again. So with this 103 plus 156, so again we had a burden that we couldn't contain them in this 20-bedded facility. So we thought how to manage these kids. So there was a huge competition, how could they get in? So we thought of decentralizing the project. Decentralizing to where to decentralize? Decentralizing to hospitals which has the facility to manage them. We will be providing technical assistance, we will be providing treatment guidelines. We thought of decentralizing. So we selected four government Ayurveda hospitals across this district. That is North Trivandrum, South Trivandrum, East and West. We selected 4 hospitals and decentralized it. That is Government Ayurveda College Hospital, Vakkala, Parashala, Kirivillam and Palod. Palod is actually a tribal place. That is south of Trivandrum. Again, apart from the 6 posts and initially sanctioned, 6 more posts were sanctioned so that they can work in the peripheral centers. And now our health minister changed and she was inaugurating the camp in 2017. Again overflooded by other lot of kids. So again the facility was, we were planning to strengthen the peripheral centers. So the peripheral centers were strengthened and again camps were conducted on the peripheral centers as well. You can see that inflow of camps in each peripheral centers, approximating around to 150 or around 100 in even the tribal camp at Palod were ensuring 78 participants. So it was success of the project, but we were struggling hard to meet up the demands. This again 2018 18 camps. So this is a timeline of events. Started in 2015, 17 4 satellite centers started. 2018 expansion of these satellite centers with Panchakarma facilities, complementary therapy units. Now the peripheral centers are equally potential as our center. In spite that, we do run only the main center is running the IP facility, because IP facility is a bit risky thing. We should, because these development disability kids are prone to develop seizure at any time. They can't tolerate a fever, they may develop a status epilepticus. So IP center should be fully full-fledged with all that emergency management system. So only that peripheral center is not having an IP facility. Then in 2020, COVID set in. Then we had to move to COVID adaptations because our hospital was dedicated as a secondary care center for COVID. And telemedicine was the option over there. Again restarted in 22 after the COVID got back. Again now in 2025, last year, we are still expanding to 3 more peripheral centers, 3 more satellite centers across the district. So that's a decentralized, that's a decentralized model. 7 satellite centers. Now we are doing the community outreach. Community outreach means early detection. Training that teachers, Anganwadi teachers, that's a nursery school teachers, even before the nursery school, they go for Anganwadi. Anganwadi teachers regarding the early detection of these abnormalities through internationally accepted tools. We do train them regarding Trivandrum development screening chart. We do train them regarding LEST, that is language evaluation scale for tool and all. We do conduct training program very regularly in all the 24 ICDS of Trivandrum district. Every year do conduct training program and evaluate before and 1 month after the training. So there is no option for like forgetting, and continuous community screening every year, including the ICDS and ASHA workers in the scheme. This is training the Anganwadi and ASHA workers regarding this early screening. So now this is a satellite center. We are having 7 satellite centers along with the main center at our campus. This is around Trivandrum district, almost covered with this satellite centers. So now in 2025 we have completed 10 years of Snehadara with 25,000 plus OP consultations of this disability alone, 1,300 plus inpatient beneficiaries, improved developmental indices like motor, speech and adaptive skills got improved, better continuity of the care. This is the camps, no, thank you sir. This is a camp at the peripheral centers. In spite of that low facility over the patients reaching at the peripheral centers. Assessment tools. Now we have to say to the society and also the performance audit department that how we are giving the care. They will be auditing because the financial expenditure is huge now. They have to audit. So we are grading all these kids, all this with internationally accepted tools like motor deficits with GMFM and functional independence measure, autistic features with CAS and DISA, and also that is CAS and DISA is done by psychologists, and a parent will be authorized to do the attack. That is done by the parental platform. So mama is supposed to say that he has improved that much. ADHD measured with ADHD T2 and corner, speech defects with reels, social maturity with VSMS, and ADL for self. This is a statistical evaluation. Thank you. Statistical evaluation of motor disability over last 10 years. Motor disability we have handled in IP 543 kids with motor disabilities, and this improvement rate. Around 11% in motor disability and fine motor skills, it's 12.32%. Statistical evaluation of autism spectrum disorders, we have handled 342 kids and the improvement percentage is around 12.5. See the difference in the face. This is a kid in 2015, see his blank face, he can't smile, eye contact is not there, that blank face. After treatment, his smiling face, and 10 years after that, the same kid is perfectly normal now, but he's smiling. Regarding the attention deficit disorder also, 218 was that sample. I won't call it as a sample, that's an inflow. Around 10 to 11% improvement. Speech and language defects counted among the highest, 566 in IP, with an improvement rate of around 20 plus. I am having the written consent of the mother to share this video without hiding, because they are so happy. I think I am not getting that audio over there. He is having autistic features with the stereotypes. The doctor is asking the questions, but he is not understanding what we are asking. Can I get the audio? This video, he is saying that spelling of apple, elephant, dog and all. And that is, he is put into normal school now, perfectly touching the normalcy. We can't call him any more autistic. He is perfectly, even the teachers can't identify any defect, he is perfectly into the normal stream. That is why the parent was very happy to share this video.
B? Yeah. Ball, B for ballness spelling paranye. Paranye. Dog. Egg. Fish.
അമ്മാമ്മ കാണാനില്ലല്ലോ. അമ്മാമ്മ എവിടെ പോയി? അമ്മാമ്മ എവിടെ പോയി? വീഴും. അമ്മാമ്മ എവിടെ പോയി?
Gun. Hat.
അമ്മാമ്മ പോയി
It's not moving. Go on saying the spellings.
J.
ടാറ്റാ. ബസ്സിലാണോ പോകുന്നത്?
Now that's the improvement regarding the activities of daily living. After all, when we are managing a disability, we should, the entire management will score that how much he is independent regarding the activities of daily living. The percentage is 9.23. That much level of independence we could bring. And also the social maturity. That maturity to deal with every situation has also improved like 8.3. That's a long story. Kids from 4 years now up till 14, though they are out of the scheme now, but they have in contact. But the sad part is certain neurodegenerative disorders are also there, where fatality is in front and neuronal degeneration is happening. This is also a case of neurodegenerative disorder, that is metabolic disorder, mucopolysaccharidosis. When the mucopolysaccharide metabolism is error and this is getting deposited in the brain. So now this Snehadhara we are planning in another level to upgrade in different level to handle such kids also, because now they are out of the scheme. They are crossed 12, now they are out, but still coming to us for management. See that phases which developed with the deposition and all. So this is a funding scheme, started as 1 lakh in 2015, now it is 73.46 lakhs per year. No, nothing, no screening. Whenever we ask anything, the government is not single penny they are denying when we ask. So it's a prestigious project for the district panchayat as well. Awards and recognitions are numerous. Continuous best district panchayat in the Kerala for 2017, 18, 19 till the COVID set in. After COVID there was no gradation. So best district panchayat in India with Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Panchayat Shaktikaran Award in 2018. State Award for the best project coordinator in 2019. And transparent audit clearance all these 10 years. That's also another part. So it's in Malayalam, I'm sorry. The newspapers covering the result. And I was blessed to have that best project coordinator award of the state government for that. So why Snehadhara is unique? Public health-based Ayurveda model, multidisciplinary free care with 25 technical assistant posts, equitable access to all urban areas, rural areas and all socioeconomic groups, decentralized access. We didn't keep any secrecy in the treatment. We was ready to share the treatment protocol to anyone who are willing to work with us. Scalable and a replicable model to anyone, including Chennai or Tamil Nadu, anyone, it's scalable. We are very open to that. So future directions, expansion to more districts, standardized protocols, strengthening research, increasing the age limit, and digital follow-up systems. So that is Snehadhara, bringing smiles to life. And thank you for the opportunity to share our experience. And we hope that Tamil Nadu also will be coming, sharing this platform. And thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr.Roshni, Anirudhan, for your very insightful and detailed presentation and highlighting the importance of Snehadhara and related activities. We also heartily congratulate you for your accomplishments. I call upon Shree Varma ji onto the stage for felicitating the speaker, Dr.Roshni Anirudhan, and also our chair, Dr. Namrata Kulshetra and Dr. Shanti Vijaypal.
Thank you, thank you.
I once again thank Dr. Roshni for her wonderful insights. I further request Shree Varma ji to felicitate the chair, Dr. Shanti Vijaypal and Dr. Namrata Kulshetra. Thank you, doctors.